Hi, my name's Issa, and we're gonna try a reading vlog. In this vlog, I'm gonna be participating in the Summerween Readathon. I'll go ahead and have earlier this week Issa talk about the Readathon and all of the books that I picked for the Readathon. Take it away, past Issa. So Summerween is a week-long readathon created by Gabby and Olivia. I'll link their channels down below. The readathon revolves around everything thriller, horror, paranormal, spooky, etc. So here's what I'm going to be reading for the week. House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. I'm reading this for the paranormal book prompt. This copy was actually sent to me by my day one, Naomi from Naomi's Library. It's about a bunch of siblings who went missing for about a month when they were children, don't really come back the same, and then one of them goes missing again later on. And the other two have to go find them. I haven't heard too much about this book because I don't want to go in with too many expectations, but I've heard that it's quite a wild ride and that it's a genuinely weird book, which makes me excited because I have found that I really tend to enjoy books that are just absolutely batshit. I tend to find that I really like books that take wild turns and just send my brain on a wild ride, so hopefully this one does. Next up is The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. Actually, I think this was also sent to me by Naomi, so thank you for sponsoring my readathon TBR. I'm reading this for the horror prompt. All I know about this book is that it follows four men who have to confront their past as it starts to catch up with them and haunt them. I have heard really great things about Stephen Graham Jones. I saw somewhere referred to him as the Jordan Peele of horror fiction, so I'm really excited to look into that. This also has native rep, and I'm really excited to read about that as well. And lastly, I'm planning on reading Survive the Night by Riley Sager. This will be my second Riley Sager book. I think I read my first one last Summerween. This is for the prompt asking for Halloween colors on the cover. The font is in orange of the cover, and it follows a movie-obsessed college student while they are carpooling on a long ride home from college to their hometown with someone that they think might be a serial killer. As someone who hates driving, already terrified with the premise of it just being on the road with a murderer, even scarier. And I've never read a Riley Sager book this close to its release, so I'm really excited to check it out. But other than that, that's what I'll be reading. All right, thank you, Pastisa. So yeah, that's the premise of this vlog. I will go ahead and let the footage roll. Happy Summerween! It is Friday morning, which means that Summerween has officially started. I just woke up and I'm probably gonna run some errands and get coffee with my mom today. But my focus for today is to start and hopefully finish Survive the Night by Riley Sager. So we'll see how that goes. Also, my bangs are not cooperating today, but we'll figure that out later. But yeah, check in with you later. So it's like sunset right now, and no reading has been done. Errands took a little bit longer than I thought they were going to. But redemption, because in a couple of hours, my friend Cami from Burrows and Bucks is going to be having some late night Summerween themed sprints. And I believe Kat from BookTube Beginnings and Naomi from Naomi's Library will also be on. So yeah, I'm just excited to see them and sprint. Okay, so it's currently 11 something at night. We're wrapping up probably the last of Cami sprints in a little bit, and I am about 65% into Survive the Night. It's a lot. It's genuinely been a really fun read. It's such a simple plot in that not that many characters, so I didn't think it was going to be that invested, but it's really good, and I like that we have kind of an unreliable narrator. What I will say about the narrator, the one thing that pisses me off personally, she's a film critique major, and as a film studies minor, she's just a little bit of a film bro to me. Like the type of person who says, I don't watch movies, I watch films. And there was like one point where she was like ragging on a bunch of girls who were like watching TV, and was like, I don't know why they would waste their time watching TV when they could be watching a film or something like that. And like, she has this love of classic movies, which is really great. As someone who loves the classics, you get a bunch of really cool references, but it just reminded me a little bit too much about people I had in film classes in college that I did not have a great experience with. Other than that, rooting for her, hoping she makes it out of this alive. I left off on this part where there's this huge tonal shift at about the 60% mark, and I'm really interested to see what happens. Yay! It's officially midnight, so it's Tuesday, technically. We just wrapped up sprints, but I just hit like literally a major plot twist as soon as the sprint ended. So I'm just gonna finish it, probably give you more of my coherent what the fuck thoughts in the morning. But, oh my god, I knew it, oh my god, I knew it, I called it, oh my fucking god. I fucking knew it. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Am I a genius? No, you're dumb. But still, I called it. Wow, this never happens. Anyway, I'm probably gonna go to bed, but good night. Good morning, it's Tuesday, and wow! I survived the night last night, and I really enjoyed the journey. I figured one of the main plot twists out a little bit early on, just because I have a tendency not to trust anything. But there was one plot twist that really did kind of take me out that I was not expecting. But I really liked it. Like, Riley Sager did the damn thing. For a book with a fairly simple premise of like two characters driving in a car, there was so much more to it, and I don't know, I just really dug it. But yeah, so already got one Summerween book down and already feeling really proud of myself. Not sure I'm gonna be doing too much reading today. My tita invited a couple of us in our family to go up to the city for lunch. So we might go do that and just hang out for a little bit. Up next, I will be reading House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. I will update you guys when I do start House of Hollow, and we'll see how that goes. It's Wednesday. Oh, it's Sunday. So I'm gonna be honest, not much reading happened yesterday. Not a lot is gonna happen today because I'm going to a baseball game, but I kind of anticipated this. And I'll have a lot more time later on in the week to catch up, so we're all good. But yeah, quick check-in. It's also Ranger's birthday. Happy birthday. Plans have changed. I am now making yema with my mom, and I'm on peanut duty.
Does it look good?
It looks good. It looks cool.
Yeah,
that's why I wanted to film it.
It becomes very tough. So, you see that? It's almost done when it doesn't fall anymore.
So we ended up making like a whole like container's worth, and I'm very excited to eat this as I snack. I read a little bit more of House of Hollow. So far it's getting pretty interesting, but I don't feel invested. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I know the intrigue is there, but I just physically can't bring myself to care. So hopefully it picks up. I think I'm like about halfway through the book, so hopefully it does. We'll see. I'll chat with y'all later. So now we're doing a little live stream because it's Jan's birthday and we all got her presents, and so we're watching her live reaction. It's great. Amazing. It's Monday morning. Late last night I ended up finishing House of Hollow. It definitely picked up from where I last filmed. I'm a little bit disappointed just because I expected it to be a little more out there and a little weirder, but I liked that Crystal Sutherland took the story to certain places, and I really liked that you could see the main character kind of grow into her own very slowly throughout the book. As a book that is very focused on the sister relationships, I think that the author did a really good job in kind of showing how complicated that relationship can be, especially in the context of what happened to this family. So I liked it. I just felt like there was a little bit more to be desired. It was really gripping, that second half, and I really liked certain aesthetics within the book. I think I'm gonna give this about like a 3.5 to 4 stars, depending on how I'm feeling a little bit later after I've had some more time to think about it. So that's book 2 for this readathon done. Also making the yummy last night counts, I think, as the prompt of making a snack. So that's also done. And so now I just have one book left on my set TBR, and it's The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. I don't have too many plans for today, so hopefully I'll be able to get in a little bit of this. So we'll see how that goes. It's Tuesday. I spent most of this morning and afternoon taking my grandma to some doctor's appointments. So I haven't had too much time to read, but later Naomi's gonna be having some reading sprints, and I think I'm gonna use that as a great chance to catch up, because I still need to read my last book in my set Summerween TBR, which is The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. And I haven't read In the Dark yet, so I might do that during those sprints, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, change of why does my hair look like this? Okay, change of plans. I think my grandma and my cousin are coming over, and we're gonna do a game night. So no reading is gonna happen tonight, unfortunately, but game night. So it's Thursday. I just had so much to do on Thursday in terms of like getting groceries and all that jazz that I just didn't have time to film or pick up the camera or read. Actually, no, because I did read. I picked up The Only Good Indians. I'm about 20 pages into it, so I hope I can get it done today. I'm about 70 pages in, and so far it's not what I expected at all, but I really, really like it. I feel like I'm watching a movie, and the way that it's written is so specific and so interesting to me. I wish I had more coherent thoughts right now, but I'm really digging it so far. So I just finished The Only Good Indians. Change of scenery because I needed to take my dogs out. I was a little lost during the first third, but then by the time a certain perspective kicked in and I started picking up on what was happening, I was so in for the ride. It's just on the edge of my seat. My pea brain had to really work overtime, but it was so worth it. I'm celebrating because all of the main books that I set out to read this week for Summerween, I finished. I can probably start getting into some more other books tomorrow. So I'm a dumbass. I forgot that Summerween ended on Thursday the 8th. It is currently Friday the 9th. I know I spoke yesterday about having an extra day to spare, but no, I wrapped up Summerween without realizing that I wrapped up Summerween. So yeah, so I guess that will conclude the vlog. I was able to finish all of the books that I really wanted to finish, even though things didn't go according to plan. Another reason this week was so fun was getting to interact with a bunch of my friends who are also participating. I'll link them down below. I love my booktube friends. Even though I don't really post on booktube all too often, they put up with me and I appreciate that. Also, I really enjoyed trying to get the hang of talking to a camera periodically in a vlog format, which isn't really something I do a lot on this channel. I mostly just kind of talk my ass off in front of a camera in one place at one time. Doing those little like interludes of commentary was really interesting, and it's still not something I'm used to. Also, you guys caught me in a pretty busy week of my life. I never really do this many things at once. Normally I'm just kind of sitting at home for long stretches of time. So thus marks the end of Summerween. Thank you guys for watching if you've made it this far. Subscribe if you wanna, talk to me in the comments if you wanna, I don't know. I'll see you guys in my next upload, which hopefully should not be too long from now. Okay, bye.